So hopefully you've made your way into this stream now. Really apologize for the connection issues. Can't figure out exactly what's going on with our streaming service. So we started this third stream and we'll hope it holds on. We're in the top of the fifth inning. Lucas Danielwick stands at second now. He was walked and then just moved to second after of a bad pitch that got away from catcher Declan Weisner. So if it does go down again, all I'm going to do is stop that stream and start a new one. So you just have to go to the homepage of our YouTube channel, and the next one will be labeled Part 4. We hope that that doesn't happen. It's a 4-1 ball game after the Pioneers got 2 more runs last inning as our technical difficulties were happening. It's a 2-0 count to Owen Bischoff with Danielwick standing at second. Morales still on the mound. That one swung on deep right field. It'll be foul and out of play. So count moves to 2-1. Thanks for holding on with us here on Spuds TV as we try to figure out what the issue is. So 2 balls and 1 strike, the count to Owen Bischoff. Bischoff out of Western Oregon. He's got a base hit today. Danielwick stands at second after drawing a walk and making his way to the bag after a wild pitch. That one misses upstairs for ball number 3. So Morales struggling to find the strike zone here in the last couple of batters. Still no outs here in the top of the 5th. Spuds trail this one by 3. 6 hits for each team here tonight. Spuds just have failed to capitalize on those runs. That pitch swung on by Bischoff. It's a deep fly ball towards right field. Going back to the warning track. Can't make the grab is Ryan Callahan. Here comes Danielwick's rounding third. He's sent home. It looks like it'll be a triple for Mr. Bischoff. Owen Bischoff, an RBI triple. So a deep ball into right field over Ryan Callahan's head. One hops off the wall. Fields that one in the warning track, but Bischoff showing off his wheels, making his way all the way to third while scoring a run for the team. So now, still no outs here in the inning. It's Tyler Stone. Swings on that first pitch, misses for strike 1. For a second there, thought that ball had a chance to make it out of the park. Just falls a little bit short. And now Tyler Stone swings and misses once more. Stone is 2 base hits, one of those coming for an RBI today. So an 0-2 count, no outs. And Bischoff standing at third. Comes the 0-2. That one just misses high for ball number 1. The crowd's starting to show their energy. Little "Let's Go Spuds" chant. Not sure if the mic picks it up. The 1-2, that one misses outside again. Move the count to 2-2 now. Two balls, 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch to Morales. It's a check swing. That one drops low in the dirt. Skips into the chest of catcher Declan Weisner. Count now moves to full. 3 balls and 2 strikes, the count. No outs. Bischoff stands 90 feet from scoring a run. Here comes the 3-2. That one swung on towards center field. It'll drop, and here comes Bischoff making his way home and will score a run for the Spuds. So it's another RBI for Tyler Stone, as the Spuds now cut this lead back to 1. 4-3 ball game now. So it's 3 singles now for Tyler Stone, as that will bring out the coach for the Pioneers to have a chat with pitcher Morales as he struggles to find an out this inning. So it was Daniel Wicks drawing the walk to start the inning and made his way to second off of an errant pitch. And then Bischoff, an RBI triple, made his way to third, and then Tyler Stone just batted him home with that single to center field. So that catches us up to what's going on now. It was the first run scored for the Pioneers in the first, then they had one more in the fourth, and then two in the fifth. And the Spuds had one in the third and now two here in the fifth. So it's a 4-3 ball game. It's Tyler Miller now out of Bellevue Community College, the lefty in the box. Here comes the 0-0. That one drops in the strike zone. 0-1 the count. Oh, 1 count to Miller. That one stays high, even the count up at 1-1 now. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here comes the 1-1. Miller swings and misses at that one. Move the count to 1-2. So just let everybody know who's watching. If the stream does go down again, I'll just boot another one up. We'll be labeled Spuds vs. Pioneers Game 2 Part 4. Let's hope that doesn't happen, however. So the 1-2 count, Morales to Miller. Pitch on its way, just misses high. Count now at 2-2. Two-two the count. Morales to Miller once more. He'll swing on that one and miss for Morales' first strikeout of his day. It's out number 1 of this inning as Miller strikes out swinging. So Chase Burke now will come in to the box with Stone still standing at first. And now 1 out here in the top of the 5th. First pitch misses outside. Ball 1. 1-0 the count now. Chase Burke still looking for a hit here today. Still looking for his first hit in this series, rather. 0 for 3 last night. That one swung on and fouled back up and over our heads. 1-1 the count now. So 2-1 the count now. Morales to Burke. 2-1 swung on, fouled off straight to the third base coach for the Spuds. Third base coach is getting their work tonight. Quite a few line drives going their way. One successful field job by the Pioneers coach. That one bounced off the Spuds coach's hand. So count now moves to 2-2. Here comes the pitch from Morales to Burke once more. On its way, swung on down that third base line, fielded well by third baseman Hom, fields it to second. Looks like, so the runner at second was called safe. They're saying that Jackson Wall wasn't even touching the bag. So it's a base hit there for Chase Burke. A little bit of confusion as the head coach for the Pios comes out and we'll have a chat with the umpires. Not exactly sure what they're talking about. It's Chase Burke standing at first and Tyler Stone standing at second. As that throw from third baseman Stevie Hom was in time, but Jackson Wall wasn't standing on the bag at second. So it looks like they're holding the lineup cards, and if you remember correctly, Burke and Miller had swapped. The lineups that we had been given had Burke in that 5th spot and Miller in the 6th spot, but they've been batting Burke in the 6th spot and Miller in the 5th spot. So as it stands right now, it's Stone standing at second and Burke standing at first. So not exactly what the rule is here, because, I mean, they've been batting in this order the whole game, but this is the first time, I guess, the Pioneers coach has realized. So he makes his way back to the dugout, and it doesn't look like any sort of changes will be made. So the umpire will come over and have a chat with head coach Alex Iniguez. Both runners still on the bags. So it should be Gabe Garrett on deck for the Spuds. He's warming his bat up over there on the left side of your screen behind that pole. A little bit of a dance party going on in the crowd here at Wolf Field as Ump still chats with Alex Iniguez. So they finish their chat. Home plate umpire makes his way back. Doesn't look like anything will change, so a couple of long chats, but nonetheless will remain with Burke standing at first, picking up the base hit. Tyler Stone standing at second with 1 out, and here comes Gabe Garrett. Gabe Garrett has a base hit here today. Last night was 3 for 5. 1 out, 2 runners on. First pitch, that's in there for strike number 1. Count will start at 0-1. 0 balls, 1 strike. Morales, 1 strikeout in his few innings. Couple of innings for him coming in for relief. Garrett calls time, steps out of the box, now steps back in. It's the 0-1 count on its way. Swung on by Garrett. Straight in the air. Looks like it'll come out of play kind of right in front of us. Right into the seats. Bounces off the railing. A souvenir for a lucky fan. If this window wasn't there, maybe I would have reached my arm out and made a grab there, but unfortunately, they protect us. So now count at 0-2. Pitch on its way, swung on and missed. Morales picks up his second strikeout of his day. Big out there for the Pioneers, as now it'll be 2 outs on the board, and Stone held up at second and Burke at first. Garrett strikes out swinging, and now Cole Wilson. To plate. That pitch drops in there for strike number 1 to Cole Wilson. Wilson, no hits. Made it to the base on a walk and a fielder's choice. The 0-1 with 2 outs and 2 runners on, a 4-3 ball game. Big swing and a miss. 0-2 the count now. Spuds have gotten 2 runs back, as it was 4-1 at the beginning of this inning, now 4-3. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Another big swing and a miss. It's back-to-back strikeouts for Morales. Some energy coming from him. Big stomp and scream for back-to-back strikeouts. 3 pitches, 3 strikeouts. Leaves 2 runners stranded on bases for the Spuds. As 4-3 the score, will move to the top of the 6th inning. Thanks for tuning in with us here on Spuds TV. We'll take a short break and be right back with the action. So the score sits at Pioneers leading this one 4-3. It's PK Walsh starting things off for the Pioneers. He's in that 6th spot in the lineup tonight. He has an RBI, no hits for him. It came from a sacrifice fly earlier in the game. First pitch from Henry Clark, who kind of came in when the camera was down and the stream was down in his second-ish inning of pitching here. That first pitch inside for ball 1. The 1-0 swung on by Walsh, fouled back for strike number 1, even the count up at 1-1. Clark out of NNU, Northwest Nazarene University. It's about, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes from here on College of Idaho's campus at Wolf Field, home of the Yotes. Count at 2-1. That one swung on by Walsh to the third baseman, Gabe Garrett. Fields that one, and the throw right across the diamond in time for out number 1.
Shortstop, number 2, Antonio Nunez.
So the ground out from PK Walsh to third will bring up Antonio Nunez out of San Francisco State University. Nunez looking for his first hit of the series. Nothing going for him last night, 0 for 3 and nothing so far today. That one swung on towards third base one more time. Gabe Garrett does it again. Fields that one, flips it to first for out number 2. So 2 quick outs, courtesy of the fielding of Gabe Garrett.
Third baseman, number 3, Stevie Hall.
So now comes Stevie Hom after that one pitch out. Stevie Hom out of Olone Junior College. No hits thus far today. Pioneers still lead this one 4-3. It's game 2 of this 5-game series on this warm Saturday evening in Caldwell, Idaho. Still a little bit of breeze moving left to right. That first pitch from Clark high for ball one. Local time 8:57, just about at that 9 o'clock mark. Second pitch in there, even the count up at 1-1. Temperatures now to 84, so game started about 92, 8-degree difference now. That pitch in there for strike two, so count moves to 1-2. One ball and two strikes now with two outs. That pitch gets away from Henry Clark, skips and out of the reach of catcher Tyler Miller, even the count up at 2-2. Two balls and two strikes. Clark to home. That one high and inside. Just whiffs by Stevie Hom's face. Luckily, no contact made there. Now the count moves to full. Three balls, two strikes, two outs, and no runners on in the top of the sixth. Looking to go 3 up and 3 down. Strikeout for Henry Clark, his first one of his evening. We'll move to the bottom of this sixth now. The Pioneers still holding on to that one-run lead. Spuds look to get a couple of runs and take that lead back. We'll take a short break here on Spuds TV and be right back with the action. So we enter the bottom of the sixth inning. It's Zach Schwartzberg, the bottom of the lineup, to start things off here. First pitch stays high for ball number one. So 1-0 the count. That one swung on by Schwartzberg and will find the gap in center field for a leadoff single for Schwartzberg, his second single of the day.
Second baseman, number 8, Riker Billingsley.
That one just snuck by the shortstop Nanez and trickled its way into center. So Schwartzberg stands at first now, and it's the top of the lineup due up. Riker Billingsley will step into the plate, the lefty for the Spuds. Billingsley out of UC Riverside. First pitch his way, bunt shown, fouled off. 0-1 the count. Billingsley on the season, coming into this game, 35 at-bats, 8 hits, and a pair of doubles. No hits tonight. Here comes the 0-1 from pitcher Jerson Morales. Bunt was shown again. Morales steps off the mound. Schwartzberg retreats to first and takes his lead off again. 0 balls and 1 strike still. Bunt shown again. That one will slide in there for strike number 2 as Billingsley pulled the bunt back. Watch that one go by him for a strike. So 0-2 count. No bunt shown this time. That one stays high for ball 1. So ball 1 of the count, 1-2 now to Billingsley. Morales on the mound for the Pioneers, coming in as a reliever. One and two pitch on the way to Billingsley. That one inside. He scooches back to avoid being hit, leaving the count up at 2-2. So Morales on the season, 17 strikeouts coming into this game, 3.24 ERA in his 7-game appearances. So the 2-2 pitch now on its way. That one catches the top of the strike zone for strikeout number 1 of the inning, his 3rd one today.
Number 13,
and the first out of the inning. From up here, that one looked a bit upstairs, but home plate umpire calls that one strike 3. Riker Billingsley didn't like the call at the plate. Had a couple of words with the ump, returns to the dugout. And now Lucas Danielwicks comes out. Takes that first pitch for a ball. 1-0 the count to Danielwicks. Danielwicks scored one of the runs, had a base hit. Count now at 1 ball and 1 strike. Pioneers going through 3 pitchers last night on their 2nd one here today. That pitch to Danielwicks inside, 2-1. So Schwartzberg still stands at first, takes his lead. 2-1 to Danielwicks, misses outside, now 3-1. 3 balls and 1 strike, just that 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. 4-3 ball game. Swung on and fouled right and back out of play, so count moved full now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Morales to Danielwicks. Here comes the full count pitch to Danielwicks. Morales will step off before dealing that pitch. Schwartzberg returns to first. 3-2 the count. Here comes the pitch. Big swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Jerson Morales. His 5th strikeout now. Back-to-back strikeouts here in the bottom of the 6th inning. So now Owen Bischoff will step up to the plate. He had an RBI triple off of Morales earlier. Also had a base hit at the beginning of the game. So now with 2 outs and Schwartzberg at first. See if he can start maybe a 2-out rally here as they Spuds still trail this one 4-3. First pitch outside, throw there from catcher Weisner not in time to first as Schwartzberg was a little bit far. Weisner tried to see if he could catch him, but not in time. So 1-0 count. Morales out of Friends University. It's an interesting name for a school for sure. That pitch misses low. 2-0 the count now. Bischoff 2 hits today. Had 1 hit yesterday, so good series so far for him here in game 2 of 5. Runner is sent with Schwartzberg, but pitch was fouled off from Bischoff there. So that has happened a lot tonight. Runners taking off to steal a bag, but then the batter fouling ball off and making them return. So Schwartzberg now still stays at first. The count now is at 2-1. Morales delivers. That one swung on from Bischoff to second base, fielded cleanly and tossed over to first there from Jackson Wallace for out number 3. So a clean inning there for Morales. Picked up 2 strikeouts there. Score will stay at 4-3 Pioneers. We'll take a short break and be right back with the action here out at Wolf Field. So we move to the top of the 7th. It's Jason Luke in the batter's box for the Pioneers. Singled and scored earlier today. Swings at that first pitch and misses for strike 1. A little entertainment between innings there called the potato chip. 3 fans try to chip a little potato into a hula hoop. We'll play on words there. Another swing and a miss from Jason Luke. 0-2. Zero balls and 2 strikes. Henry Clark dealing to Jason Luke. Clark 1 strikeout as he came in to relieve. Zero balls and 2 strikes. Pitch on its way, misses way high for ball number 1. Jason Luke out of Salt Lake Community College. As I mentioned, had a base hit earlier. 1-2 on its way, swung on. It'll be a foul ball down that third base line. Out of play. So count will stay at 1 ball and 2 strikes. So another pitch fouled off there from Jason Luke. Count will stay at 1-2. Not sure if that picked up on the mic, but it is one of our players' birthdays today. Clay Rickerman, one of our pitchers. Third ball in a row there, fouled off to the left side, really attacking the parking lot here at Wolf Field. Count will stay at 1 ball and 2 strikes. So happy birthday to Clay Rickerman. One, two, that one just inside. 2-2. The crowd started cheering. Think they were expecting strike number 3, but misses inside. 2-2. Clark winds up and delivers the 2-2 to Luke. Misses outside. We'll move to 3-2 as Luke is battling here with Clark. Started with an 0-2 count, swinging and missing twice. And now a full count. 3-2 misses high. It'll be a walk. So Jason Luke trots down to first to lead things off here in the 7th. So with no outs, the top of the lineup is back for the Pioneers. It's Ryan Callahan stepping into the box with Luke standing at first here in the top of the 7th. First pitch of this at-bat is on its way. Just misses high, ball 1. 1-0 count. Clark to Callahan. Callahan had a single earlier today. He plays his college ball at the University of Kansas. He swings on that one towards shallow left field. A good play there from shortstop Schwartzberg. Really good grab, moving right to left. Kind of catches that one over his shoulder above his head. Loses his sunglasses on the play, but makes the grab for out number 1 and holds up Jason Luke at first. So now Shane Jamison, number 19, was an RBI single earlier, steps into the box for the Pioneers. Jamison plays out of Seattle University. Didn't play last night. Playing here in game 2 of 5. Comes the first pitch his way. Good looking pitch there from Clark for strike number 1. The count now stands at 0-1. Second pitch on its way, misses low for ball 1. 1-1 the count now as Jason Luke still stands at first. Takes his lead off over there. Spuds out hitting the Pioneers 9-6 despite trailing this game by 1 run. Pioneers scoring 1 in the first, 1 in the 4th, 2 in the 5th. Spuds getting 1 in the 3rd and 2 in the 5th as well. 1-1 pitch, swung on straight over the head of pitcher Clark, fielded and tags the runner there. So that was the second baseman, Billingsley, fielding that one and tagging the sliding Jason Luke at second. A fielder's choice there for the second out of the inning.
Designated hitter
So now Shane Jameson will be the one standing at first, and Alex Zerfis, the designated hitter, will be looking at Henry Clark with 2 outs here in the top of 7. Here comes the first pitch, Henry Clark to Zerfis. Runner is sent. There goes Jameson. Pitch gets away, so no throw will be made. It's a successful stolen base there for Jameson. So runner in scoring position now for the Pioneers with 2 outs. 1-0 is the count. A little bit of a different ball game compared to last night's. It was a final score of 10-4, Spuds victory. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Catches the strike zone, even the count at 1-1. Last night, the Spuds out-hit the Pioneers 15-6. Tonight, out-hitting them 9-6. Still plenty of game to be played here in the top of the 7th. 2 outs. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Just misses the strike zone for ball 2. Zerfis steps back into the box, looking at Henry Clark. Clark looks back at second to Jameson. Jameson looks like he was going to go. Stops in his tracks, returns back to second. That pitch stays high, a 3-1 count now. Three balls and 1 strike, still 2 outs. Jameson stands at second. Pitch on its way, just misses outside. Crowd yelling in disbelief, thinking that one caught the corner of the strike zone, but umpire calls that one a strike nonetheless. So it'll be 5-pitch walk. Zerfis stands at first. Here comes Coach Alex Iniguez to Henry Clark. We'll take the ball from him, so pretty short night for Clark. 1 strikeout for him. We'll figure out who the new pitcher is and let him warm up his arm, and we'll take a short break out here at Wolf Field on Spuds TV. Thanks for tuning in. So the new pitcher is indeed the birthday boy. It's Clay Rickerman, number 16, on the mound, coming in here in the top of the 7th with 2 outs and 2 runners on. First pitch, birthday present for him, strike number 1. Rickerman not only is the birthday boy, he's also a very good pitcher. 11 game appearances, 20.2 innings pitched, a .87 ERA, 21 strikeouts for him. So count 0-1. Happy birthday to Rickerman. 0-1 pitch swung on. It's towards shallow right field. That's Lucas Danuix moving up and making the grab for out number 3. So Rickerman comes in and makes quick work of Jackson Wall. The score will remain at 4-3. We move to the bottom of 7. We'll take a short break once more and be right back with the action. So lots of singing there as we move to the bottom of the 7th. A crowd saying happy birthday to the new pitcher Clay Rickerman, as well as take me out to the ball game. So leading things off here is Tyler Stone. First pitch his way outside for ball 1. Stone today, 3 base hits, 2 RBIs. The 1-0 pitch, he swings on that one, fouls it down the first base line. 1-1 count. So tight ball game here, still that 4-3 score. Pioneers up by 1. The 1-1 pitch to Stone misses low for ball 2. 2-1 the count now. Two one high and inside, move the count to 3-1 to the designated hitter out of Gonzaga, Mr. Stone. It's still Morales on the mound. Came in as a reliever earlier in the game. 3-1 pitch, swung on high, fly ball towards left. Will it stay in play? It does, but third baseman Hom can't make the grab. Overran that one and went back over his head right at the Spuds dugout. I'm sure he might have felt a little bit of pressure, as I bet the players were saying a couple of things to him as he tried to make that play. So the count moves to full now, 3 balls and 2 strikes to Tyler Stone, leading things off here in the bottom of the 7th. The 3-2 pitch on its way. Stone check swing, catches the corner of the strike zone. Anyways, Stone doesn't like the call. Has a couple of words for the umpire as he walks to the dugout. Nonetheless, Morales stays cooking. His 6th strikeout now. first out of the inning after Tyler Stone will be a pinch hitter. It looks like Tyler Castelli coming in for Tyler Miller.
Pinch hitter, number 9, Tyler Castelli.
So Castelli comes in and replaces Miller. Pinch hit, first pitch his way. Inside for ball number 1. The 1-0 now turns into the 2-0. Both pitches. So 2-0 count to the lefty Castelli. Castelli played last night. Coming in to pinch hit. 3 pitches to him have all been balls. Castelli last night had 1 hit in his 5 at-bats, led things off. Comes in after Tyler Stone strikes out looking. 1 out, nobody on. The 3-0 turns into a 4-pitch walk. Haven't seen that from Morales in a while. He's been dealing strike after strike. So Castelli now will stand at first. So the coach for the Pioneers comes and has a chat with Morales, and it'll end his night. New pitcher will come in on the mound for the Pioneers. It'll be another pinch hitter for the Spuds as Mandeville will follow Castelli and will replace Chase Burke. It'll be Minato Tateno coming in for Jason Morales. Morales, a solid night for him, 6 strikeouts. Just allowed 2 runs. So it'll be Minato Tateno now in the ball game for the Pioneers. As he warms his arm up out there. So Mandeville will come in and pinch hit for Chase Burke, assuming he'll take the catcher spot, and then Castelli will go out in left field where Chase Burke was. So Castelli stands at first, and Matthew Mandeville steps into the box to face the new pitcher, Minato Tateno. Tateno on the year, 7-game appearances, 9.1 innings pitched, 2.89 ERA, has dealt 10 strikeouts. It's a 1-0 count to Mandeville. Mandeville swings on that one, fouls it up and out of play. Even the count at 1-1. Mandeville, 12-game appearances, batting a .211, has 8 hits in his 38 at-bats. 4 RBIs on the season for him. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out. Castelli leading off at first. Mandeville swings on that one, just will go foul to the third baseman, Stevie Hum. So Tateno out of Olone Junior College. So teammates with that third baseman standing out there, both of them out of Olone. So the count now moves to 1-2 here in the bottom of the 7th. Pioneers still holding on to that 1-run lead. Pickoff attempt towards Castelli at first, but nothing going there. Count still at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Comes the pitch to Mandeville, swings on that one straight to the second baseman. Great grab by Jackson Wall. That one looked like it might have just snuck over his head, but number 8 Jackson Wall reaches up and makes the grab for out number 2. So now with 2 outs and Castelli still standing at first, it's Gabe Garrett hitting for the Spuds. First pitch low and outside for a ball to Garrett. Garrett tonight had a base hit earlier last night, 3 for 5, scored 2 runs and batted in 2 runs. The 1-0 swung on by Garrett, finds the gap into left field. So it'll advance Castelli to second. It'll be his second base hit of the night. So with 2 outs, 2 runners will be on base, and Cole Wilson.
Number 10, Peyton Flynn.
Excuse me, no, it'll be another pinch hitter, Peyton Flynn. So Peyton Flynn now comes in the game. Peyton Flynn out of Montana State University Billings. Pitch drops in there for a ball. It's another pinch hitter. His name is Peyton Flynn. So a 1-0 count to Peyton Flynn, who comes in as the pinch hitter with 2 runners on. Big swing and a miss from Peyton Flynn. They're leaving the count up now at 1-1. So Flynn comes in to pinch hit, the 3rd pinch hitter of this inning. A 1-1 count, another big swing and a miss, strike number 2. So Tateno dealing a couple of strikes here. To Flynn. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on here in bottom of the 7th. 1-2, another swing and a miss. Tateno finds his first strikeout of the inning and have his night as he came in to relieve. So 2 runners stranded. The score will stay at 4-3. A few pinch hitters there from the Spuds can't get anything going. It's a 1-run ball game. We'll move to the top of the 8th and be right back with the action. So with the pinch hitters, come a couple of changes in the field. It's Castelli now standing at left. Mandeville will be the catcher now, and at first is Peyton Flint. Still Rickerman on the mound, the birthday boy for the Spuds. Came in last inning. Just one batter ended the inning. Big swing and a miss there from Jackson Wall for strike number 1. Pitch number 2 from Rickerman. That one swung on. It'll drop into left field, lined over the head of Zach Schwartzberg. So Wall picks up his second hit. He's 2 for 4 now. He'll stand at first base. And PK Walsh will come up to the plate for the Pioneers. So Rickerman now to Walsh. Rickerman will try a pickoff attempt, but Wall didn't even have to slide there. I think he was still standing on the back. So it's a fresh count. No balls, no strikes to Walsh. Walsh out of University of Kansas. Another pickoff attempt. Wall in there safely once more. So here comes the first pitch, I believe, this time. Rickerman gets the call. Winds up and delivers. Another line drive, but this one to left field. It's Castelli making the grab this time for out number 1 of this inning. So Castelli comes in and makes a grab. 1 down now in the top of the 8th. Wall still held up at first. So now Antonio Nanez will come in. The shortstop wearing number 2 for the Pioneers. One out, one on. First pitch swung on, shot towards right field, kind of to shallow. That looks like it'll drop. Here comes Wall. No, he'll be held up at third. He took off to steal a base, and it was a little bit of a dropper out there in right field. It'll be a base hit for Antonio Nanez, and now runners will stand on the corners with 1 out. So pinch hitter now for the Pioneers. It's Eric Smelko coming in for Stevie Hom. Smelko wears number 2. He played last night. Led things off. He was 1 for 5. Excuse me, 2 for 5 last night. So with 1 out and runners on the corners, he comes in to pinch hit. Smelko on the year batting .336, 36 hits and 107 at-bats. Rickerman steps off the mound there. Think about this pitch for a little long. So it's Wall standing at third and Nanez standing at first. Still a 4-3 game. Rickerman delivers, just misses low and outside. 1-0 the count.
Ball, no strikes.
1-0 count. One out. Runners on first and third. Rickerman delivers, swung on. It's deep towards right field. That's the right fielder Daniel Wicks going back. He'll make the grab, and here comes Jackson Wall headed home. Will score a run for the Pioneers. So it's an RBI there for Eric Smelko. Comes in as the pinch hitter and gets the job done. Scores a run, and now the lead extends to 5-3 here in the top of the 8th. So now with 2 outs, the bottom of the lineup for the Pioneers, Jason Luke. Rickerman's first pitch is swung on there by Jason Luke. A little bit of a check swing, but swung for a strike. So Rickerman lets that run in. 5-3 lead now for the Pioneers here in the top of the 8th. That one swung on by Luke. That'll be fouled left and out of play. 0-2 the count now. The lefty Jason Luke steps back into the box. It's Nunez still standing on first. Here comes the 0-2 to Luke. Swung on, barely tipped and fouled back. Keeps the count at 0-2. Luke takes a deep breath. And we'll look at Rickerman for at least one more pitch. Zero balls, 2 strikes. Rickerman delivers. Big swing and a miss. It'll be a strikeout to end the inning here. Rickerman picks up his first one. The Pios do score 1 run. It's only the 3rd run that Rickerman's allowed all year. Nonetheless, the score now 5-3 Pioneers lead. We move to the bottom of the 8th. Time running out for the Spuds. Let's see if they can mount a comeback and score a couple of runs. We'll take a short break here on Spuds TV and be right back with the action.
Number 2, Zach Schwartzberg.
So it'll be Zach Schwartzberg, the bottom of the lineup, batting 9th tonight. Starting things off here in the bottom of the 8th. The Spuds trail by 2. Just 2 more innings for them to possibly tie this game up or take the lead. They do out-hit the Pioneers 10-8 right now. Schwartzberg tonight, 2 base hits. First pitch stays high for ball number 1. Schwartzberg steps back into the box with the 1-0 count, looking at Tateno. Tateno came in just last inning, dealt 1 strikeout. That pitch stays low for ball number 2. So 2-0 the count. Tino swung on by Schwartzberg. It's deep into left field, but Jason Luke comes up and makes the grab for out number 1. There's been some changes there in the field with the pinch hitter shifted some people around. So it's Luke in left. Smelko now stands in center. PK Walsh has moved over to right, and then Callahan has moved up and stands at third base now. So with 1 out, Riker Billingsley back up to the plate. Still nothing going for him tonight, leading things off in the lineup for the Spuds. First pitch drops in there for strike number 1. So 0 balls and 1 strike to Billingsley. Comes the second pitch of the at-bat with 1 out. That one outside. Even the count at 1-1 now. So even 1-1. The 1-1 curves in there, but stays outside. Count at 2-1 now. Slider there from Tateno just missed outside. So Billingsley steps back into the box. The lefty looking at the righty pitcher. Fastball swung on, foul ball towards left, will go out of play. No catch being able to made there from third baseman Ryan Callahan. So count moves to 2-2 now. It's game 2 of this 5-game home series for the Spuds. Spuds picking up game 1 win last night 10-4. It's the 5th battle between these two teams of the year. Spuds are 1-3 so far this year. That pitch just outside, so move the count to full now. Full count with 1 out. Riker Billingsley looking to get things started with 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. Pitch on its way, swung on, pulled and foul. Still 3-2. So still the full count. Tateno will deliver to Billingsley once more. That pitch swung on, fouled straight up. That one looks like it might land straight on our heads. Hear the thud above us. Can't make the grab there. We have a roof above our heads. So count will stay at 3-2 still. The battle continues here between Tateno and Billingsley. Lefty Billingsley steps back into the box. Tateno will deliver this pitch. On its way, swung on towards right field. The first baseman sliding, diving play. The throw back to the pitcher can't be made. So a little bit of a bang-bang play there, but it'll be a base hit for Riker Billingsley. So he hit that one to right. It was the first baseman, Shane Jamison, diving across his body, fielding that ball. Turns around, Tateno was sprinting to first, but the throw from the ground from Jamison got away a little high, and Tateno can't corral it. So now a runner on first. It's Lucas Danielewicz now with 1 out and a runner on. That first pitch low and skips in there for a ball. So a 1-0 count to start here. Tateno to Danielewicz. Second pitch slides outside. It's 2-0 now. So with 1 out, Spuds trail this game by 2 here in the bottom of the 8th. Spuds looking for a good second half of the season, trying to sneak their way into the playoffs. Need to keep winning in order for that to happen. Just missed the first half by 1.5 games. Tateno steps off the mound there, kind of pump fakes to first, makes Billingsley return. So the 2-0 count. On its way to Daniel Wicks. That one chops up to third. The grab can't be made. Should have been a grab there from Ryan Callahan. It's the first error between both teams here as that one just gets away from Ryan Callahan. So the momentum kind of shifting the Spuds' way here. They get away with one there. Runners stand at first and second. And now it's Owen Bischoff coming to the plate, still with just one out. Bischoff had a single and a triple that batted somebody in. So Tateno to Bischoff now. First pitch stays high for ball one. So the crowd out here at Wolf Field making some noise, banging the bleachers, trying to get the Spuds the encouragement that they need. It's the 1-0 count. Tateno to Bischoff. He looks back at second. Time is called there from Bischoff. It's Billingsley standing at second. That's where Tateno was looking at, and Daniel Wick stands at first. Darkness slowly surrounds the field out here in Caldwell. Here comes the 1-0. Swing and just kind of catches the lower end of the bat there. Fouls it off towards the dugout of the Pioneers. Count will now move to 1-1. One ball and one strike. Still just that one out after Callahan had the error at third. Little pop up to him, he couldn't grab it. Here comes the 1-0 pitch from Tateno. Big swing and a miss from Bischoff. Will be in there for strike number 2. So it would be a big strikeout for Tateno here as the Spuds kind of hold a little bit of momentum, but still trail this one by 2 runs. It's the 1-2 count. Here comes the pitch to Bischoff. Just misses outside, skips in there. Blocked well by catcher Wisner. Even the count up again at 2-2. So it's Stone on deck for the Spuds. Regardless of what happens here, we'll see an at-bat from him. It's the two guys you want to see here tonight, Bischoff and Stone, in this position, trailing 2 with 1 out in the bottom of the 8th inning, trailing by 2 runs. Tateno looks back at second, now delivers the pitch to Bischoff. He'll swing on that one towards left field. It's the left fielder making the grab there, Jason Luke, and will hold up both runners. That one looked like it had a chance to drop, but Jason Luke makes the grab for the second out of the inning. So a big out there if you're a Pioneers fan, as Tateno and Wisner and Wall have a chat there at the mound. Long chat here between Wisner and Stone. Stone is the guy you want to see as a Spuds fan at the plate. He leads the team in batting, .338. He's got 34 RBIs, 47 hits, 14 doubles, 5 home runs in his 139 at-bats. So Tateno and Wisner finish their chat. Stone steps back into the plate. Winds that bat up. Here comes the first pitch of the at-bat. Tateno drops that one in there for strike number one. A beautiful pitch there from Tateno. Slides in there to the lefty for a strike. As I said, Tyler Stone, 5 home runs on the year, leads the team in homers. I've seen him do it here before. Count 0-1. That pitch skips in there low, blocked from Wisner. Count will stay at 1-1, and both runners will stay at first and second. So it's Castelli on deck. 2 outs. Bottom of the 8th inning. 10 o'clock local time, so just about 3 hours of baseball played here. The fastball inside. Second ball in a row. 2-1 the count now. A little bit of tension in the air. You can feel the crowd's excitement with Stone in the box for the Spuds. Billingsley takes his lead at second. Danielix takes his lead at first. The pitch on its way. Stone swings on that one. It's deep into center field, but Smelko will come up and make the grab for out number 3. So the Spuds unable to convert again. 2 runners left stranded on the bags. They still out-hit the Pioneers 11-8, but trail this one by 2. We move to the 9th and potentially final inning of this game. We'll take a short break and be right back for the action. Thanks for tuning in on Spuds TV. So we enter the 9th inning as the Pioneers still hold on to this 5-3 lead. It's Clay Rickerman still on the mound for the Spuds. He's looking at number 16, Ryan Callahan, the top of the lineup for the Pios. First pitch in there for it, strike number 1. So to catch you up, score-wise, Pioneers struck first, 1 run in the first. Then 1 more in the 4th, 2 in the 5th. That's how they got their 5. And then the Spuds had 1 in the 3rd, 2 in the 5th. That's their 3. Second pitch swung on and missed. Start this count at 0-2 here in the top of the 9th.
Great job from Henry Clark in middle relief. 2 in the 3rd, scoreless. Hitless as well, with 2 walks and strikeout.
Rickerman delivers. Check swing. Didn't go. Stays low for ball number 1. So the count moves to 1-2 to Callahan. Callahan's got a single at the University of Kansas. One ball, 2 strikes. Pitch to Callahan, swung on and fouled back and left. Keep the count at 1-2. Pitcher warming up there in the bullpen for the Pioneers. Assuming that'd be their closer. Not sure exactly who, but getting his arm warm nonetheless. Count still stays at 1-2. Callahan, the 282 hitter. Pitch on its way, just misses low. 2-2 now the count. Two balls, two strikes to the leadoff hitter here in the ninth.
2 balls and 2 strikes.
Rickerman delivers once more and fouled off again, out of play towards left field. Count will stay at 2-2. Rickerman to Callahan. 2-2 pitch just outside. Now move the count to full. So the 0-2 now turns into the 3-2, a full count between Rickerman and Callahan. Three balls, two strikes. Rickerman delivers, just stays high. So it'll be a leadoff walk to start the ninth inning. It's just the third walk all season for Rickerman. So Callahan stands at first, and now comes Shane Jameson. He had a base hit, counted for an RBI. The first baseman for the Pioneers. So no outs, runner on. Rickerman to Jameson. First pitch swung on straight to Rickerman. He'll toss it to second for out number one, able to turn two. Great looking play there from Clay Rickerman. Had the heads up to turn around and whip that one to second. And then Billingsley flipped it to first for the double play. So now with 2 outs and nobody on, designated hitter Alex Zerfus steps up to the plate, takes a couple practice swings, says a couple of words to the umpire, and steps into the box. 5-3 the score. First pitch on its way of the at-bat, skips in there, low, ball one. So the Pioneers have not lost their lead this game. It's been tied at one point, but Pioneers have led just about all 9 innings. The 1-0 swung on straight to the shortstop, Schwartzberg. Fields it cleanly, tosses over to first for out number 3. So that's the inning you want as a Spuds defense. No damage done. The score stays at 5-3. It's the last chance for the home team, Canyon County Spuds. We move to the bottom of the ninth. The score sits at 5-3. We'll take a short break and be right back to see if the Spuds can pull off the comeback. So it's the closer coming in for the Western Nebraska Pioneers. It's number 21, Paul Pandero. He's appeared in 11 games, 17.2 innings pitched, a 3.05 ERA, 22 strikeouts to his name. He's got 1 save on the year. First batter he'll be facing is Tyler Castelli. Castelli came in as a pinch hitter last inning, so it's just his second at-bat of the game. We'll see Paul Pandero's first pitch here today. That one finds the strike zone, strike number 1. So it's the Spuds' last chance. They trail this one by 2 runs. Second pitch to Castelli just misses outside. Even the count up at 1-1. Castelli, as I mentioned, just his second at-bat came in as the pinch hitter. Batting .264 on the year. He's got 33 hits and his 125 at-bats. He swings on that one straight to the shortstop, Antonio Nanez, and tosses it over to first in time. Castelli turned on the Jets but couldn't get there before the throw. So 1 up, 1 down to start the bottom of the 9th inning. So the chances slowly dwindling as Spuds now 1 out. So it'll be a new count to Matthew Mandeville, another one of the pinch hitters for the Spuds. Pandero goes 1 up, 1 down to start his night as the closer. Spuds out hitting the Pioneers. They've been out hitting them basically all game, 11-8 currently. Time called here by catcher Wisner, comes out and has a chat with Pandero. Pandero kind of points at the lights, maybe having a hard time seeing the calls. 10:13 local time. Another temperature update, 80 degrees. So the fresh count with 1 out. Here comes the first pitch to Mandeville. That one stays high for ball 1. One ball, no strikes, Mandeville. Big swing and a miss. Even the count up at 1-1. So Pandero, the second batter he's facing in this inning. It's the 1-1 count with 1 out. Third pitch, the at-bat, catches the outside of the strike zone for strike 2. Spuds looking to rally. Scoreless for the last 3 innings. Had 2 in the 5th and 1 in the 3rd.
Here comes the 1-2.
Here's the 1-2 on its way. Another big swing and a miss. It's a strikeout for Paul Pandero. So now the Pioneers just 1 out away from securing a Game 2 victory and evening this series up. The last chance here for the Spuds. Gabe Garrett, he's got 2 base hits here today. Had the hot bat last night, 3 for 5, 2 RBIs. Spuds with their backs against the wall. Comes the first pitch to Garrett. That one drops in there for a strike. Pandero is dealing right now. 0 balls and 1 strike. Paul Pandero to Garrett. That one swung on high, fly ball to right field. This should end the game. It's the right fielder Walsh coming up and making the grab for out number 3. So that will do it here at Wolf Field for Game 2 of this series between the Spuds and the Pioneers. The series now at 1-1. Spuds failed to get back to 500 on the season. We'll be back out here tomorrow night. It'll be a 5:05 Mountain Time first pitch. earlier on Sundays. We hope to see you out here at the ballpark or tuning in again here on Spuds TV. I apologize again for the technical difficulties. Hope to have those problems resolved for tomorrow's game. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Have a good night, everyone.